Well, I got partly ready at the hotel, and so I did my hair and makeup there, and it didn't really feel like anything was happening as yet.
About 9:05, I was altering the bridesmaids' dresses by hand because they didn't fit properly, just to add to any of the stress.
And then we came to Clock Barn, and that's when it started to feel really real and was getting very excited.
I was feeling very emotional. I think Leah was quite cool, collected, unbelievably so on her wedding day.
It was me and my bridesmaids getting ready in the bridal room, and then I got ready. Felt quite flustered because it was a little bit late, but it all sort of worked on time.
It was a mixture of sort of mega excitement, trepidation and probably pure naked fear, because I so wanted it to be so good for them both.
Driving my usher and best man to Clock Barn, getting very sweaty in the car, starting to feel very nervous about things. All became a bit of a blur, really. I remember standing at the front of the aisle, trying to think of things to kind of keep myself busy and occupied, and didn't know whether to talk to people, even though I didn't really feel like it, but you sort of feel compelled to do something.
We walked around and was ready to go, and again it felt so surreal until the curtains opened and Dad and I walked through.
But I was thrilled and happy that my daughter was getting married.
And then the string quartet playing, and then turning around and seeing Leah walking down the aisle and almost crying, but managing to hold it together because she just looked so beautiful.
I saw Tom at the end of the aisle and all the people there, and I couldn't focus on who was there. All I could see was Tom at the end and walking down, and my dad keeping me in time, making sure I didn't run down.
So live happy forever as lovers and friends. It's the dawn of a new life for you. As you stand there together with love in your eyes, for the moment you whisper, I do.
Love is unselfish, understanding and kind, for it sees with its heart and not with its mind.
Tom and Leah saying their vows to each other. I thought it was absolutely beautiful, and so Tom and Leah.
Leah, today I choose you to be my wife. I will continue to do all the important jobs around the home, like spider removal. I promise to revel in your glories and share your pain through the hard times. I'm privileged to have you as my best friend, confidant, now wife. I love you with every essence of my being and always will.
Tom, I take you to be my best friend, my faithful partner, my one true love. I find you funny and you find me funny, even though we're the only ones laughing. I promise to share, to cuddle, to ask you how was your day. You're the strangest person I've ever met, and that's why I promise that my heart will be your shelter and my arms your home.
And it now gives me the greatest pleasure to tell you you are husband and wife.
We're married.
I thought the speeches were just superb and absolutely spot on. Tom's speech was lovely, Danny's was wonderful.
She is loving and caring until you get on the wrong side of her. As a few criminals have found out. Now here she is today, married to a great guy who has a similar outlook of the world. And I do think they make a perfect couple.
When Leah suggested to me that we hyphenated our surnames, I was quite resistant to the idea initially. But like with most things, we spoke about it and she eventually bullied me into it. I'm immensely proud to be taking Leah's name today. Thanks, Mum, for always being the rock in my life. And I wouldn't have bagged this lovely girl without your influence. I love you very much. Also, thank you for covering the cost of today's drinks for everyone. When I first met Leah, I was attracted to her in so many ways. She's the most silly, sensible person I know. She does all the grown-up jobs around the house and yet will still hide behind corners to jump out and scare me. I can honestly say that in Leah I've found the perfect companion, and I'm looking forward to a lifetime of memories together with her.
You can't be a doctor without a certain level of intelligence, or so I thought. I remember this one time, we were watching, do you remember the Junior Scrabble Championship together? Yeah? Friday evening, I think we were 19 and 17, neither of us had girlfriends or friends, so these wonder kids were coming out with extraordinary words like shop and smart, and then one of them put down S-E-A, and Tom said...
Saya. What is Saya?
Like I said, intelligence.
But from our first date, I knew I wanted to pick you. You are now my favourite person in the world. I want to thank you for picking me back and putting up with me. You are my everything, and I'm very proud to start the clan. The clan of the Rust and Bess.
So I'd always like to say to Leah, just remember that I'm there for you. I know in myself that you're going to be happy.
Tom and Leah, you know how I feel about you. If you have half as good a marriage as I did to Andy, you're already such a wonderful couple. Just watching you brings huge joy to my heart. And I love you both.
I couldn't be happier to have Tom as a son-in-law. Such a lovely man. I love him as much as I love my daughter. Or maybe not as much. Almost.
Well, thank you for coming along, first of all, for turning up. Thank you for making me into the person I should be, completing me, really. So, yeah, thank you. I love you very much. Hugely. With everything. Sorry. That's it.
Thank you very much for being patient with me. I love the fact that we made all the decisions of the wedding day together, except the dress. And even that I wanted to do with you still. You're amazing. I couldn't think of anyone else more suited. You're perfect to me. And I love you.